Good morning, it's your boy Jay Goble, Orange Cactus Coffee, kicking it with you. Hope your Monday is going well. I've got a little special coffee here this morning. This comes from the Coffee Connoisseur, Arizona Coffee Connoisseur. And he roasted this on a Beemore and sent it to me and said, yo, give me your thoughts. So I tried it yesterday, 2 days ago with the recipe that he recommended. And then I just thought I'd try it again today after dialing it in a little bit, maybe get a little better result. So this coffee was roasted on a Beemore, but he's since moved on to the Gene Cafe, kind of a small sample roaster. But I'm going to go 16 grams in. We're going to go with a 50-gram bloom. And for 30 seconds, just to excavate there just a little bit. At 30 seconds, we're going to go to 100. So 16 in on the coffee, 260 on the water. All right, there we go. So he said flavor notes of stone fruit and hazelnut. The first time I tried it, I didn't get any stone fruit. There was definitely some nuttiness. I thought maybe some walnut in the beginning. So at 30 seconds, we're going to go to 100 grams. There we go. I thought it was definitely, there was a heavy mouth feel, and it kind of a lingering nuttiness. We'll see what we get today. I coarsened it up a little bit. It drained real slow. It was over 4 minutes last time. With the Kalita, not my favorite dripper to use. I prefer, oh, at 1 minute we're going to go to 150. I prefer the V60, which I've already told you. I prefer the Hario V60 just because I think it's a little easier to control and it brings out a little bit more of the fruitiness, which I prefer. I prefer, you know, like that blueberries to the face where you're like, oh, spitting out blueberries all over the place. That's probably my preferred flavor notes for coffee. All right, at 130, we're going to go to 200. All right, and then at 2 minutes, we're going to go to 260. Then we're going to let it go. We're going to try it on the open because I definitely thought there was a little more nuttiness, a little earthier flavor. From my musical tones, like there's a lot of bass in this one, a lot of bass, not quite as much treble. I think it was from Honduras, so it was a single origin from Honduras, and I think we called it Hazel's Comet. So I thought that was cute. I thought that was good. I always am kind of a sucker for custom art and artwork that is done, you know, individually or like for each coffee, you know what I mean? I really like that. There's a couple, go to 260. Sorry, a couple roasters do that, right? They'll have like special artwork for each coffee, and I think that's really cool. So let me turn this water off real quick. And then the other thing that I wanted to go into, I know you heard me geeking out about this. This was the wine series from Press. The wine series from Press. It was such a unique coffee. It was so interesting that I thought I would try it on espresso to see if I got anything different. And it was very different. It was very different than trying it on drip. So I went through, I had the hopper full of kind of a naturally processed Ethiopian from Two Brothers, getting that blueberries to the face. I let the hopper drain out, and then I put this Press Ayarza wine series from Guatemala. I put that in here, and I thought I'd give it a shot. So I'm gonna taste it with you right now as well. While this is draining down, we're gonna taste this one. We're gonna taste this one. Here we go. Coarsened it up quite a bit, and I'm still getting a little longer drawdown, probably a little longer than I would probably longer than I would like. We'll see. Probably got too many fines in there. All right, there we go. All right, perfect. We got a little bit of the press Ayarza wine on espresso. Little double shot there for those of you thinking, man, isn't that kind of a lot of coffee for you to be drinking in the morning? No, the answer is no. It's Monday, I'm just getting going, and I got to get highly caffeinated. So here we go. We got this one. And that's the Kalita Wave 185. It's a flat bottom dripper with 3 holes. It does kind of bring out, I think, some of the nuttier flavors when opportunity or when the coffee kind of calls for it. Maybe I like to think in musical tones, right? So I like to think that this brings out a little bit more of the bass. Like, remember when you had that Sony Discman and you could put the bass booster on it? That's kind of what the Kalita Wave does for me. It's a little bit of a bass booster. So got a little sparkling water, cleanse the palate here. This is still pretty hot. This is Honduras. This is the Coffee Connoisseur AZ in the house, roasted on a B-more, which, well, I'm gonna let it cool for another second here. B-more is a tough roaster to get a good consistent roast on. The reasons for that are you can't put a probe in there. I mean, it's very hard. There's no like way. You can rig it up with a probe, but there's no way to know exactly what the temperature is and kind of adjust the rate of rise and see how long you've got it in certain zones for your roasting. So it's hard to control and it's hard to be consistent with it. So that's why he's moving on to the Gene. I think, well, I'm excited to see what he can do with that. But, you know, all in all, if you get a good bean out of, or you get a good roast out of the B-more, I think it's quite an accomplishment. So here's cheers to you, cheers to the accomplishments for getting a good roast out of the B-more, and let's taste it together. Okay, so 2 days ago, I did not get any stone fruit whatsoever. I coarsened it up, and today I'm getting some stone fruit right away in the beginning. Getting some stone fruit, and then I had kind of a strong tobacco, kind of the lingering mouthfeel, and that's not here anymore either. There's maybe just a little hint of smokiness at the end, but nothing. More stone fruit in the front of the palate, and the mouthfeel is still heavy. It's still good. Still feel like you're drinking something. All in all, I think, you know, much better the second time around, and I think that comes from, you know, being able to dial in how you prepare it. So this is really good. Cleanse that palate. I'm going to switch to this press Ayarza from Guatemala. So Honduras, Guatemala in the house. You drink all over the world. You can drink all the flavors in the world. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. Like, man, you've been rocking this press. They spitting you some chips or something. No, it's just such a unique coffee, such an unusual coffee. I thought I had to, in good conscience, I had to share it with you. I had to share the fact that I've never had anything quite like that before. So it's been a coffee experience unlike any other for me. Just the unique flavors. Not my favorite, not the best I've ever had, but very unique and worth a try. Think definitely good, you know, good acidity, more berries than wine. It's so strange. Like when I was rocking it on the V60, I felt like there was a lot, or I thought I tasted a lot of wine. And then when we went to espresso, I taste a lot more berry. So it's very good. Get a little more. I know, too much coffee, too much coffee. It's all right. And definitely some stone fruit there, so here we go. Cheers. I hope your Monday is highly caffeinated. Press, AZ Coffee Connoisseur. Thank you for the coffees. These are good. And hope you have a great day.